Welcome back to Triple Sports Talk. I'm Josh. Ooh, this is hard. Roy's down here in this corner. Roy's got a special guest, his son Bronx. Reed Miller down in the other corner. A little bit of a different group, but this is our March Madness episode, so this is not a continuation of our normal episodes. We're going to record this on Monday, March 16th. So yes, the brackets are freshly out as of yesterday. I'm going to start by saying not everything we say is going to be 100% locked in. Obviously, everyone's going to make a few minor tweaks, because I'm going to do a perfect bracket, so I need to make sure of it. But other than that, we're going to go through some of the brackets. We got 2 Illinois fans, 2 Michigan fans, so this is going to be a fun little episode here. I'm going to start in the East. I'm just going to run through the bracket in the East real quick. We're going to talk about what we want to talk about. In the East, the number 1 seed and the number 1 seed in the tournament, Duke faces Siena. I don't know if I'm saying that correct.
Siena.
8 seed Ohio State is going to face 9 seed TCU. 5 seed St. John's going to face 12 seed Northern Iowa. 4 seed Kansas going to face 13 seed CA Baptist. 6 seed Louisville is going to face 11 seed South Florida. 3 seed Michigan State against 14 seed North Dakota State. 7 seed UCLA against 10 seed UCF. And the 2 seed UConn against the 15 seed Furman. All right, boys, anything in this bracket stand out to you when you looked at it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go first. Look, TCU, that's a team, Michigan played them early in the year. Won at TCU by, I think it was like 4. People kept saying that's a terrible game. TCU wasn't ever. That team can play. They went at home. I think they went into, I want to say Kansas or one of those places and won. They beat Iowa State. I know they beat Iowa State they beat Florida.
TCU's got wins at Florida, at Texas Tech, and against Iowa State.
Yeah, so they got home against Iowa. So that's pretty freaking. You got 2 of them are. You're talking about one seed and 2 seeds. That's pretty dang good. Yeah. So I think that's a team that I have winning that I think will be pretty that again. Well, and I don't like Ohio State, so it kind of helps me out a little more.
Yeah, there you go. Shocker. Reed, how about you? Anything stand out to you down here in this corner?
Oh, I do have Iowa winning that game actually over TCU or
Ohio State. Ohio State.
Oh, yeah, Ohio State.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Yeah. I have Ohio State winning that one, and then other than that, no shockers.
Yeah, when I looked at this bracket, the first thing I noticed, this has nothing to do with the games really. How many legendary coaches were in this corner of the bracket? You talk about which I won't say Duke's coach is legendary, but he's a historic program as well. Yes. Then I look at St. John's. You got
Rick Pitino,
Bill Self in Kansas, Michigan State, and then Izzo. And then Hurley at UConn and UCLA, kind of the program, not so much the coach per se, but just a lot of big names over here, man. I think the biggest, most people have said Ohio State and TCU is probably one of the best round 1 matchups there is. Northern Iowa, from what I hear, can shoot the lights out. So,
I don't think they're that good.
A team like that, though, is, you have the right day against a bad St. John's team. Who left the tourney early last year, second round loss as a 2 seed last season. But other than that, I don't get a whole lot out of this conference or out of this division other than the big names, in my opinion.
Go ahead,
Bronx?
I think the Louisville South Florida game will be good.
Yep.
That's in Tampa. So that's a tough one for Louisville, I think, if I'm right.
Yeah, some teams got some bad draws on location.
Oh yeah, there's some where home games.
Yeah, like Mizzou's playing in St. Louis. We'll get to them later, but that's a home game.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, no, that the U.S. Louisville versus USF is in Buffalo. I thought that was in.
Oh, okay.
So that changed my opinion on what it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it on down to the South. Again, we're just gonna go over some of these games, some of these teams. 1 seed Florida, don't know who they're playing yet, but they're going to play 16 seed. Clemson, the 8 seed, is going to play number 9 Iowa. Number 5 Vanderbilt's going to play number 12 McNeese. Number 4 Nebraska is going to play 13 Troy. Number 6 UNC is going to play number 11 VCU. Number 3 Illini are going to play number 14 Penn. Fran McCaffrey's team, that's fun. Number 7 St. Mary's is going to play number 10 Texas A&M, and Houston, number 2, is going to face number 15 Idaho. Bronx, what in this division or this corner? What do you see?
I don't know. Illinois has been looking bad. I think Penn can have an upset over here.
I don't know about
I
that.
love it. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Fran McCaffrey comes back to gets Illinois and wins. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'll go next. I looked at some of these teams down here. There was a few teams that I've known for a few years now at this point because they've made March Madness a few times. But I've been watching, and man, McNeese looks good sometimes. Could they beat a team? Yes. I just don't. Troy, another team I've watched a few times, and they've looked pretty decent for a small school. But I don't love the matchups they got. McNeese is a team that wants to go, and Vanderbilt's a team that plays real slow and takes care of the ball. And I just think their athleticism and their play is just going to be better than McNeese. Again, I just think some of the matchups for some of these smaller schools weren't great in this corner. I will say if Illinois can get past Penn and then they get the 6th seed UNC, I think that's a very favorable matchup based off of Caleb Wilson being out for the season. So I think they got a good draw there. I love if both teams win Nebraska and Vanderbilt in the second round. I think that's a great matchup. Big Ten SEC. Houston feels like a good team, but they could fall at any point. So I think this is one of the more wide open sides. I could see a lot going in a certain ways in this corner.
Go ahead, Reed.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of that. I mean, I think North Carolina could be an upset watch just because the lack of Caleb Wilson, who averaged 20 points for him, and they kind of ran their offense through him. So, I mean, they're still good, but I think that one could be a little closer than people expect. I got Iowa beating Clemson. I think Bennett Schertz and all those shooters on Iowa just going to give Clemson too many issues. And then I think Vanderbilt's going to take care of McNeese pretty easily. Even though McNeese, they have that upset potential, but I think Vanderbilt's they've been playing pretty good too.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I think TJ Power for Penn. He's a stud, but I think Illinois just got too much size, athleticism, skill for Penn. And I don't like Fran McCaffrey, so I can't give him too much credit. And then I got Texas A&M upset in St. Mary's.
I do too.
And that's all I got for that.
I agree with. Texas A&M, in my opinion, that team went 10-0 in the SEC to start off the season. They were pretty good, winning a lot of ball games. They've struggled down as they went down the thing. I like them. Yeah, Penn shouldn't even been there. I mean, they got lucky, hit a last second shot to go in overtime. They should have fouled. I mean, just that was lucky. I do agree with you. North Carolina, VCU, North Carolina with Caleb Wilson is their best player.
Yes,
they're not when they don't shoot well. They're not very good. And VCU's been playing really well. I think the only thing that worries me there, I think it is in North Carolina. It is or South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. So Vanderbilt is to me the best team in this group right now. Playing right now, they've been playing really well and red hot. I do like Iowa. Florida. They haven't looked good the last couple of weeks, but I guess I don't. They're still Florida. They're just got a lot of guys deep, and they're just tough. Nebraska, who never won a tournament game, I just think they will win one.
And they are on upset alert. That's a popular pick right now, 13-4.
Yeah, I mean Troy, but I look at Troy and McNeese. McNeese State's played one Big 12 Power 4 team and got beat by 30. Yeah. So Troy's played a couple and they got beat by both of them. So I just don't take stock. I think these matchups of these small schools against big schools is just different now because of the NIL and these small teams. They're just not. You have these if one player can ride to the occasion, that could happen, but I don't think it's going to be as often as you think.
Yep. All right, we got anything else for this one?
Illinois sucks, so we'll just go for.
I bet. All right, let's take it to out west. Arizona, number 1 seed, takes Long Island. Number 8, Villanova against number 9, Utah State. Number 5, Wisconsin against number 12, High Point. Number 4, Arkansas against number 13, Hawaii. Number 6, BYU against I don't know who yet, but we'll see after a few days. Miami or Gonzaga, number 3 against 14, Kennesaw State. 7, Miami takes number 10, Mizzou in St. Louis, by the way. And number 2, Purdue faces number 15, Queens.
First time ever, Queens.
Yep, good for them. Roy, you got anything? You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I mean, Arizona is a beast. I mean, they especially got their guard back. I mean, that's just gonna be tough to beat them out of this. I like Wisconsin through this bracket just because they slow the game down. They like to shoot threes, and they've been hitting them a lot. So the one thing that the team that I have on upset alert, not first round, but getting Arkansas. That's a one-man show, man. I like Akoff. I mean, that dude is awesome, but I don't think with the defense that he's going to see, and even if they get past Hawaii, they'd see Wisconsin or Arizona. I don't think they can do what they needed to do. Gonzaga is getting their guys back. That could be a different team. Well, Missouri, they are my upset because it is in St. Louis. I mean, how do you get Missouri a 10 seed playing an hour and a half away?
Yeah,
that's just crazy to me. But that Purdue, I mean, they deserve to be number 2. We'll just see how if they can perform. They perform like they did in the tournament. That team's gonna be very good.
Yeah. Bronx, what do you got?
I think BYU might be a sneaky team because of that AJ DeBastia.
Mm-hmm.
He's good.
Anybody else?
Roy, Reed?
Yeah, I mean, I think that.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I think BYU is also going to be a scary team. I mean, they got him, they got Demanta, they got Rob Wright, but Richie Saunders, I believe, is out for the year.
Yeah,
he's a stud, so that's going to hurt him. He's their best shooter by far, and he makes a lot happen for him. I do have Utah State upsetting Villanova.
I do as well.
And I have Wisconsin beating High Point. I don't like that upset. Wisconsin's been playing very well right now. Nick Boyd and Blackwell, I just don't think that High Point's going to be able to handle those two. And I think Nolan Winter's coming back to the tournament too as well.
Yeah, he is.
And so I don't think High Point will be able to handle them. And then and then I had Miami beating Mizzou. I think Miami's too physical for them.
Even in a home game for Missouri, I mean, basically.
I think Miami is just a physically dominant team over Mizzou.
Yeah. Well, I will agree. I do have Miami over Mizzou because I watched Mizzou play basketball this year, and I'm going to be honest. I think Cumberland High School probably could have beat Mizzou. They were so fucking bad.
That was an Illinois game.
Dude, I'm talking, Roy. I've never seen a bigger
much better now. I mean,
my God. I don't care how much better they are. That team sucks. They were terrible. BYU scares me with, Saunders being out and, God heaven forbid, DeBonsa or whatever gets in foul trouble one game. Could I see an 11 seed like Texas coming off a win, beat them? Sure. I do have BYU advancing. I was really high on Wisconsin. I mean, they're playing well. They shoot the ball well. It feels like a March Madness team that could go on a run because experienced guards. But, man, I think they have the hardest track in the schedule in the entire March Madness. I mean, High Point is a solid team. Do I think they beat High Point? Yes, I have them beating them. But could they lose if they played bad? Sure. Then they would probably run into Arkansas. And if they won that one, they'd probably run into Arizona. I mean, that's just a brutal schedule in the first three for a 5 seed.
But like you said, experienced guard play wins the tournament. You have and like you said, Boyd and Blackwell have been playing ridiculous out of their minds. And if they can play well like they can, I mean, that team could upset Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
They got the height.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I look at the bottom half of this bracket, and I do have Gonzaga and Purdue moving on past the first round. And I'll tell you what, for being a 2 and a 3 seed, they're both playing really well, especially Purdue. You look at their Big Ten tournament. But if they were in some other quadrants, I don't know if I would have them moving on. But in this quadrant, I really think it's a good section for them to move on. Like, I would probably have Wisconsin to beat Gonzaga or Purdue. Maybe, not saying I would, but I mean, could definitely see it. But they're not on that same side. They'd run into Arizona before they saw these two teams. So I think it's a good draw for Gonzaga and Purdue because Gonzaga could, or I mean, any one of them could lose, but I liked their draw. All right. And then the last corner, Midwest, Michigan, the 1 seed will face, 16 seed possible, UMBC. I don't need to say any more after that. Number 8, Georgia against number 9, St. Louis. Number 5, Texas Tech against number 12, Akron. Number 4, Alabama, and we're going to talk about them in a second, against number 13, Hofstra. I don't know. Hofstra. Number 6, Tennessee against maybe Miami, Ohio, or SMU. Number 3, Virginia against number 14, Wright State. Number 7, Kentucky against number 10, Santa Clara. Number 2, Iowa State against the OVC champs. Should have been SIUE. Tennessee State, 15 seed. I'll go first on this corner. I got to talk about this Alabama and Hofstra game. I don't know if you guys saw the report. Alabama's basically best. No, it's their second best player. I won't say it's their best. Is not playing. Got arrested. He will not be playing. And this was a popular pick before that. They also lost their, big man that I'll call it, that played 3 games, and then I think he's back now. Yeah, ridiculous. Very popular upset pick. I'll tell you what, when you get that kind of noise this late in the season, it can really cause some distractions. I do have Alabama being the first big number to fall to Hofstra, whatever you want to call it. I think this might be the corner of the upsets for me. I'm going to be honest. I think Santa Clara has a chance to beat Kentucky in St. Louis. Good defensively. They shoot it well. Kentucky's so hit or miss when they play. I really liked this draw for Iowa State. I think Iowa State, if they ran into a big offensive powerhouse, could run into some trouble because really Iowa State's a defensive team first. And, if someone can really score, I think that could cause them to slow down. But I really liked their draw. I don't think they, other than maybe running into Tennessee, they're not going to run into an offensive powerhouse until, maybe Michigan or something like that. But this is, I could see a lot of upsets over here in this corner. Anyone?
Go ahead, one.
I think St. Louis easily will upset Georgia. Robbie Albia. Yeah, he's good. I think St. Clair will also beat Kentucky. They look really good. And then I think Michigan wins this corner easily.
I like my boy. Go ahead, Reed.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I also have St. Louis taking on Georgia, but I have Akron beating Texas Tech first round.
I want to so bad, but
yeah. Well, JT Toppin.
He's not playing. I know. Yeah, I want to pick Akron so
Illinois,
bad.
Against Illinois, JT Toppin was the only reason Texas Tech was.
I just can't stand Akron's coach for the life of me because he used to coach at U of I.
Oh, John Gross, come on.
He was so bad.
He won there at Illinois for a little while.
No, he didn't. He didn't win a damn thing.
I do have Alabama squeaking by first round. I mean, without Holloway, it will be. I don't think they're going to go much farther than that, but yeah. I have Tennessee winning, and then I do have Kentucky beating Santa Clara. I just think Kentucky's too athletic for him.
Yeah,
but I'm not very impressed by Kentucky, to be honest. And I think that's about the end of the run. So that's all I got for that.
Yeah, no, I agree. St. Louis to me is a scary team for Michigan.
Yeah.
I mean, they were 24-1 or something at one point.
Mm-hmm.
They do. I mean, they play a style that just slows the game down. That it could give them some flits. I think the thing about Michigan, I think they're going to go farther, and because of their height, they're just so much bigger than anybody in this bracket, except for Tennessee. If they happen to play Tennessee or Iowa State, those two teams can match them height-wise. Yeah, anybody else? The Alabama-Hofstra game, they both love to get up and down the court. I think Alabama scores the most points in all of college basketball. Hofstra is like top 20 or something in that.
Mm-hmm. Going to be a high-scoring game.
That'll be a high-scoring game. Whoever can shoot will shoot. I do agree. I don't think Alabama will go very far. I did pick Akron too. My problem is guard play does do it. They both have really good guard play, Akron and Texas Tech. So I was looking for an upset, and that's one I might just figured that could happen. Tennessee's just going to be too muscle. They lead the nation offensive rebounding. Virginia is a scary team. I'm not a big ACC fan, but they're sound. They're fundamentally sound. I mean, they gave Duke a run twice. But Iowa State if they can shoot halfway decent, that team will make it to the league.
They have the leading 3-point shooter in the country.
Yeah, but there's days where they just don't. I mean, they can't.
It's everyone else. Yeah.
And if you get to a team that plays hard defense, they struggle. But they're really good defense. But if you get out and run on them, it's tough. So
I agree. All right, let's move it on to the Sweet 16. We're going to jump ahead a little bit if my thing will let me.
Go back to the East.
There we go. We're going to go back up to the East. Bronx, I'm going to rip you first. Tell me what your final or your Sweet 16 looks like out East.
Duke. That's an easy one. I gotta go St. John's. I think they're gonna beat Kansas. UConn. And then I don't know about Louisville and South Florida.
Well, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Michigan State or Louisville. Who would you with?
Probably Louisville.
Louisville in the lead. All right. He's got Louisville and UConn.
Okay. Roy, what do you got?
I got Duke. St. John's. I really like St. John's team.
Me too.
And they can fight anybody. So let's
Yep.
see them fight. As much as it kills me, I have Michigan State. It really does put a stain in my heart. And then I have UConn.
I'll go next because I'm going to be quick. I do have the same thing as you, Roy. I have Duke, St. John's, Michigan State, UConn. I didn't really have any problem with any of them. Could I see Kansas beating St. John's? Sure. Could I see UCLA stunning UConn? Yeah, UConn or UCLA has played much better the last month than before. I have South Florida moving on, and then I just don't think Michigan State would run into trouble with them. But yeah.
What about
Reed,
you?
what do you got?
I got Duke, St. John, Michigan State, and UConn. I'm really big on St. John's right now. They're playing very good.
Okay.
I agree with you.
They just beat up on UConn pretty badly in the championship game the other
Yeah.
night.
I always get
Big East.
horror stories when a team loses early one year and then the next year, St. John's is probably on paper not as good as they were last year because 2 seed, 5 seed, but they're playing just as good.
Yeah. I
But
agree.
then, do they bow out in the second round again? Do I really want them to go into the Final Four? Something like that. That always pains me to see. All right, let's go down to the South. I'll go first in the South. I do have Florida moving on. This one is the one that I don't think as many people are going to have. I do have number 4, Nebraska ball getting their way through. I think they can get there. I think Illinois can get through to the Sweet 16. I like their matchups. Roy said the same thing. And, yeah, Michigan did beat Illinois, but Illinois has a lot of length, a lot of height. Again, I think that will hurt some of these teams that don't see Illinois every year, every night, that knows their plays, everything like that. And then I do have Houston. And if St. Mary's can get there, I think that could be a trap game because St. Mary's plays a lot of defense. But I do have a chalk 1, 2, 3, 4, even though I kind of think Nebraska to beat Vanderbilt would be a little bit more of an upset, even though they're the higher seed.
Yeah, I agree.
Or lower seed, but yeah.
I have that same 4 for that.
Yeah.
Florida, Vanderbilt, Illinois, Houston.
And I have Florida, Vanderbilt, Illinois, and Houston as well. I think Nebraska, Vanderbilt was more of a toss up for me than any of the rest of them.
Yeah, I would say Houston and Florida are probably going to get there. Could North Carolina beat Illinois? Yeah, I guess they could. And could Vanderbilt beat Nebraska? Yes. So I think it's those 3 and 4 seeds right there.
And what benefits Illinois is North Carolina does not play defense. So
yeah, well,
Wagner could probably score about 30 if he really wanted to.
Yeah. Ooh, I sure hope he does. All right, out west, Arizona. I was on the wrong line. Out west, Reed, I'll have you go first over here.
All right, so I got Arizona, Arkansas, BYU, and Purdue. I think Arkansas is playing they're playing pretty good right now. I mean, like Roy said earlier, they are a one-man show. A-Cup has a bad night. I don't see him playing real great. I mean, they have other weapons, but A-Cup's just he's a stud. And then BYU, they have that potential to
They do.
be good too. And then
BYU could go out first round or make it to
I
the
agree.
Final Four. To me,
Yeah,
it's really no in between. It's like teams like that to me are scary to pick just because if they win out in the first round, I think we would all go, okay, like I could have seen it, and then you have them in the Elite Eight and you lose those points. So I understand, but
yeah. And then
Roy, what do you got?
Now go ahead, Bronx. Bronx, go.
Okay.
I got Arizona, easy one. Wisconsin, Gonzaga, and then Purdue. I think Gonzaga's got it over BYU.
Yep. Roy?
I have the same. I have Arizona, Wisconsin, Gonzaga, and Purdue.
Yeah, I do as well. I think Arkansas, Wisconsin. I think I said it first. If that is the round of 32 matchup, I think that's a round of 32 game of the week or game of the day, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's a ball game. And the only reason I really would roll Wisconsin instead of Arkansas, I have two reasons. One, I like that Wisconsin's got two guys instead of one. That's one of them. And the other one, I think Arkansas has been really good this year. But man, Coach Cal loves to get out of this dance early. Loves to.
I just think like Blackwell will play really good defense on Acuff, and that's the difference. The defense that you'll see from Wisconsin than you would from Arkansas.
All right, let's jump this down to the Midwest. I'll let the Michigan boys go first.
Michigan, Texas Tech, Virginia, and Iowa State.
Okay.
I got my Wolverines, obviously. I got them playing Alabama. I don't really like that pick, but I just don't see them losing early. Virginia, and then I have Iowa State.
Okay. Reed?
I have Michigan, Bama, Virginia, and Iowa State. I don't like that Bama for Michigan. Like I said, like LeBaron Philon, he's a stud, and I don't know. I mean, Michigan's they got a lot of length. I think if they put length on him, he'll struggle.
Yeah.
But he had dang near 30 on Illinois, I think, and they had length on him too. So
yeah,
who knows about him? And then Virginia, they're just a solid team. Yeah, and then same with Iowa State. They're solid.
Yeah, I have to mix some upsets in there. You just have to in this, and if they hit, they hit. They don't, they don't. I do have Michigan moving on, even though, man, I tell you what, I think St. Louis can give them a game. Not saying they would win, but I think they can give them a good game. This corner right here with Texas Tech, Alabama, and all that group of four, I hate it. I hate every time. I've changed it 4 times, and I don't like it either time. I'm going to move Texas Tech because I think is it Anderson? Is that his name?
Yeah, Christian Anderson.
I think he is the best guard. I like the kid from Alabama, but without the other help, I feel like it might just fall on his shoulders. And I told you I have Bama losing. So I have Michigan, Texas Tech. And this is another upset I'm going Tennessee. I think Virginia is probably a better team, but I have to sprinkle. I can't have 1, 2, 3, 4 every time. So I'm going to take Virginia and say that Nate Ahmet has a tournament game and moves them on. And I do have Iowa State as well. All right, so we've rolled through our Sweet 16. We're going to jump it to the
Elite Eight.
The Elite Eight. We're correct. We're going to skip the Sweet 16 or we just did Sweet 16.
Yeah.
I lied. We're going to jump to the Elite Eight. I have it back around on my thing so I can see all the games. But Elite Eight, I'll go first because I went last. I do have Duke going to beat St. John's. I think St. John's could beat them if they're there. Michigan State and Duke, really good matchup. But UConn is not – I don't know. Something about UConn this year. They just feel like they're losing the games they don't usually lose the last few years. So I'm going to roll Michigan State on to win this game.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I got Duke and UConn for the East. I think those two are going to be pretty good.
Roy?
Go ahead, Reed.
Nope.
All right, I actually have St. John's upsetting Duke. That's my big upset. I like the way St. John's plays. I like how they're hard nosed, and I think Duke. I have problems with freshman led squads sometimes. Yep. I feel like they kind of struggle in March a little bit. So I don't know if I trust Boozer to lead them in March. And I know they have Isaiah Evans and other weapons around him, but I think St. John's can just give him a battle in that game and take that one. And then I got Michigan State getting UConn.
Ooh, I like it. You have a 5 and a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Reed. That's exactly what I have. I have St. John's beating UConn, or St. John's beating Duke. I think the experience of St. John's against the freshman led, and I just think they're just as tough and can handle it. I think like it. UConn, I think UConn. I don't like Michigan State. Jeremy Fears is a pussy, but I get tired of. But UConn just don't play offense sometimes. They can't shoot some days, and they go through a law, and it's terrible. So I have it as Michigan State, St. John's.
All right, let's move it down to the South. Reed, I'm gonna let you go first here.
I got Florida taking down Nebraska, and then I got, sadly, as much as it pains me, I got Houston taking down Illinois.
Oh.
I mean, I'd like to think Illinois takes that win, but I just think Houston's mean, you saw their team last year. They didn't lose a ton. I like what Sampson does with them, and I just think I think Kingston Fleming's very good. I think that I think they're good. I think it's gonna be a good game, but I think Houston gets it. I hope Illinois gets it, but I think Houston's gonna take the win.
I'll go next. I do have Florida beating Nebraska ball, even though I want to pick Nebraska to win that game. Price Sanford. I mean, to me, Nebraska can go as far as Price Sanford takes them. I mean, if he catches fire all weekend, could they beat Florida? Sure. I just don't think they do. Houston and Illinois. I've seen this matchup before. I think Houston slows down Illinois. I think they slow down Wagler. Houston can put up points with Flemings. They shoot a shit ton of threes. Problem is Illinois can't defend a lick. I do have Houston moving on.
I got Florida and Houston. They seem like easy picks to me.
I got the same thing. Florida, Houston. I think Vanderbilt. I had Vanderbilt in there, but I think Vanderbilt could give them a game. Florida a game. I just don't. I think the length of Florida will get them. Houston's defense. They can't. There's days where they can't score. Their leading scorers are freshmen too. Yep. I think that'll be the battle of the freshmen. I think it'll be a close game. I just Illinois' offense. Illinois' problem is their defense. Yeah. If they play defense, I think they got the game. But if they don't play defense, I think they'll be out.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. As much as Illinois is not playing well, when they play right, I think they could even beat Florida because of the way the Illinois offensive rebound. So
I agree.
So I think Illinois, they have a shot to get through this tournament. If we were to face, Duke, I don't know if we would have gotten through. I just maybe think they're just deeper and things like that. But I think Illinois got a good draw for what they play. I honestly, might sound crazy. I'd almost be a little bit more afraid of Houston just because I know that Sampson's teams defend all day long and they're really good at it. But I liked Illinois' draw for the most part. So I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I did have Iowa State the year they beat Iowa State in the Elite Eight or the Sweet 16 to go to the Elite Eight. I did have Iowa State winning that. So I almost chose Houston to win it all this year, hoping they would lose this. But I didn't. All right. Let's go out west. Let's go Bronx.
I got Arizona beating Wisconsin and Gonzaga upsetting Purdue.
I could Roy?
I have Arizona. Gosh, things keep moving. Arizona winning, and I have Purdue winning. I think Purdue, if Purdue can play like the Purdue does, I think they can. And I think they figured something out. And Braden Smith's the experience. Experience helps.
Yeah, this team's got a lot of experience up and down the floor. I also have Arizona and Purdue. Man, I think Wisconsin, if they play the way they've been playing, I think Wisconsin can beat anyone in the country.
Oh, yeah.
But I also know Wisconsin can lose to anyone in the country when they don't play well. I hate that other corner. I told you that in the last round, Gonzaga, Purdue, all of them. I can't stand it. Every time I look at – I don't think Purdue should be an Elite Eight team this year. But, with the draw they had, I have them going there. So, it's what it is.
Yeah. I also have Purdue going to the Elite Eight, sadly. I agree with that. I think any other draw, they're not making it.
Yeah.
But they do have a nice draw. And then Arkansas, Arizona, I was tempted to put Arkansas just how they've been playing, but I think Arizona is just going to overpower them, to be honest.
Yeah, too big.
Yeah. So I
got the thing about Arizona that gets me is, I look at some of these teams, like Illinois. Illinois shoots a lot of threes. Wisconsin shoots a lot of threes. If they hit a bad night or foul trouble, they're really going to, fight for a win. Arizona doesn't shoot the ball. They just get the ball in the paint, and then after that, they might kick it out for three, but they're not looking for threes. Those are teams that are hard to run into to have an off night, really, unless they just don't shoot the ball well in general. Yeah. But if you're not hooking up threes and you're trying to get the ball in the lane, it's really hard to have like a true off night. So, all right, down to the Midwest. Roy, go ahead, Roy.
How can you not go? My Wolverines. I just think their length and their depth will just do it. They can win so many ways. I know they didn't look good in the Big Ten tournament. I just don't feel like wasn't a representative. They haven't really looked good since the Illinois game. And the key's been Morez Johnson. I don't know what's going on. His defense and rebounding has not been like it was since that Illinois game. Before that, he was tearing it up.
Even his finishing's been kind of rough.
He's what?
He's finishing around the basket.
Well, he used to take it strong, but he's been kind of just playing weak. And I don't know if he's just beat up from a long season. But I think he'll get back into what he's doing. Yaxel's trying to figure out things. I think this team, we're just too well coached. And then I got him playing Iowa State. Iowa State to me, they're good, but I also see that they could lose early if they just don't play well and play like they can at times. So,
Bronx.
I got the same Michigan and Iowa State.
Yep.
I also have Michigan, Iowa State.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think this is the most. If you were to say what 1-2 get there no matter what, I would put my money on this one. I think Michigan's athleticism and length just get them this far. I think Texas Tech could give them some run for their money, but they don't have JT Toppin if Texas Tech gets this far. And Iowa State, I think they could just hold down Nate Ahmet. I have Tennessee in this line. I know you guys don't, but I just think Iowa State's defense can, like I said, can get them to the Elite Eight. That's when you start running into big boy matchups where anyone really could win on any given night. But
I mean, I could see Tennessee. I mean, if they did match up Tennessee, that would be tough. I mean, because Iowa State's not a great shooting team. They have one good shooter, but they don't have a great shooting team. And and Tennessee is one of the best rebounding teams in the country. Best offensive rebound team in the country. I have been playing Virginia. I just think Virginia is not built. I mean, they're guard heavy. They got some tall guys, but they're not physical. And I think that's what gets them in trouble. Like against Duke, against these bigger teams, they're not physical enough. And I think that's where Iowa State gets them.
Yep. All right, to the Final Four we go. I'm gonna start with the Michigan boys. Give me your Final Four.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Duke and Florida, and then Arizona and Michigan. I got all 1 seeds.
Back-to-back years. No, I got St. John's,
Oh.
Florida, Arizona, and Michigan.
Okay.
Then I also have St. John's. I'm pretty big on St. John's right now.
I
I got
too.
Houston, Arizona, and then Iowa State. Beat
Dang.
Michigan.
I do have Duke coming out. I do have Florida coming out. I have Arizona to come out, and then I do have Iowa State to come out and beat Michigan. I do. I think Iowa State can defend enough of Michigan to survive.
I agree.
Yeah.
Disagree.
And Michigan's, and let's be real, they're really just not that good.
Yeah.
All right.
Illinois.
To the champion. I have them out in the third round. So, hey, I didn't say they were that good either. All right. Championships. Let's hear it.
Go ahead, Reed.
All right, I got Houston playing Iowa State in the chip.
Wow.
And then I have Houston winning that game.
All right. Houston is a natty. I tell you what, if that was to be the championship, I'd almost bet my bottom dollar you're winning the pot. So, Reed, have you joined our bracket yet?
I have not yet. I need to.
You need to join because
All right.
you would win if that happens. I can almost guarantee it. Not saying it's not going to happen. Could Iowa State make it the championship? I do think so. Yes.
I like how Houston defends. I like last year. I mean, I think if they're not playing a powerhouse like Florida, they're winning the championship last year, and I think they're a pretty similar team to last year. And I think they play like their coach. I mean, Sampson's a great coach, so
Yep.
I think they're going to make it there.
Roy, what do you guys got?
Go ahead.
I got Duke beating Florida and Michigan beating Arizona for a rematch. And I got Michigan coming out on top this time.
Well, I could have told you guys have Michigan winning.
Yeah.
Roy, what do you got?
I got Florida coming out of the top.
Okay.
Well, obviously, I got my Wolverines coming out of the next. And then Big Blue going all the way.
Well, we don't have to worry about those two, Reed. Those two will be eliminated quick.
It's championship or bust. That's what we're going to do it this year.
I agree. It is championship or bust for Michigan. I do agree with you. I flip-flopped this one. If Duke and Florida get here, I really struggled. I've flipped this 3 or 4 times. But Duke's got a little bit of injury problem, touching at the wrong time, which almost makes me want to pick Michigan State to move on, but I just don't trust their offense. I have Florida moving out, and I have Arizona to move out. I think Arizona is just going to move on to the final. I think they have a good run. Florida and Arizona, I'm going to take Arizona. I had Duke originally, changed my mind, went to Florida, changed my mind, went to Arizona. I've landed on Arizona. All right. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about, or do you think we're good?
I just don't think you're going to see too much upset as you think.
Yeah, I agree.
I just, like, again, I said this NIL that has changed college sports completely. Any of those teams, like, you talk about Monique State. I mean, they got a different coach this year. A lot of their good guys from last year are playing in different places now at the Power Four. It's just not the same sport as it used to be. I mean, I'm looking for upsets. I just can't find it. And I'm probably going to go back through after I do some more checking and be like, I can't do that upset. I can't do that one. So just because, and I mean, it's all guard play, but I really think you're not going to see the upsets or anything that you normally do.
Yeah, I agree.
Anything?
I'm excited for Thursday. I'm excited to watch the games. Illinois rips Thursday. Roy, does Michigan play Thursday or Friday?
Michigan plays Thursday at 6. I'll be in Las Vegas, and then Saturday when they play St. Louis, I'll be with St. Louis alumni Eric Brewer. Boo Brewer. Michigan's gonna kick your butt. Or talking trash. We'll take care of it.
Very nice. Yeah,
say go blue.
Go blue.
No.
Gotta love it.
No. You've brainwashed these poor children.
No, they just understand good sports.
They don't know anything.
Program.
Reed's
I'm gonna change Reed at some point.
No chance.
You do.
I think I have a higher chance of going to be a St. Louis fan than a Michigan fan.
Do what?
I have a higher chance of being a St. Louis fan.
Oh gosh,
I got a higher chance.
I'll tell you what.
This one.
Eric in pool basketball shows flashes of Robbie Alvia.
Oh gee,
He does.
Pool basketball.
I got a better chance of being
Josh will come up for some pool basketball.
No.
Why not?
I'm retired.
Retired.
Yep. All right. Well, I don't think I have anything else. So hit the like button, subscribe, comment, leave a comment. We'll see you. Well, me and Roy will see you tomorrow, actually. Peace.
Peace. Thanks for coming, guys.
Yep. Thank you.